This is C3. No. Oh, that's an F. I knew it was close. Wow, that's an F. It's in key. But I'll be goddamn. I'll be goddamn. But I'll be goddamn. Satisfied with it. This is a cool lo-fi beat. Let's lo-fi it now. Let's throw some lo-fi effects on it. And yeah, we should be Gucci. C3. No. Oh, that's an F. I knew it was close. Wow, that's an F. It's in key. I'll be goddamn.
What's going on? I cut my hair, so I got a fresh kind of ball cut, but I decided to show my mug on the camera. Um, this is primarily a topic that I kind of stumbled upon. It's something that I was thinking about, but it was something that I stumbled upon from actually watching a live stream of Alonzo Hall, All-Star Advisor, and I don't know how the topic came up, but it basically um, the conversation kind of led to marriage. Alonzo is married, so I don't know how it came up, but from that I decided to look up some stats because I was like, okay, you know, it's just basically very simple. It was like you already knew months ago I did a live stream about grade B neighborhoods, up basically upper middle class neighborhoods. And one of the things that I learned about looking up the uh, B plus neighborhoods was that primarily from the demographic of people that lived in those neighborhoods, almost 60% of those individuals were married. Almost to say, in order to live in those neighborhoods, you pretty much kind of have to be married to sustain that lifestyle. You know, basically paying for everything by yourself, being a single person, trying to pay for a mortgage for what would be consistent of maybe a mini, what I call a mini mansion. You know, it will be cumbersome for the average person to do so by themselves. Okay, and it's a lot of costs involved with being by yourself and all of that. You know that a lot of people don't really, both men and women don't take into account. But this is not so much. This live stream is not so much about the the tangibles about getting married. This is from a financial perspective. This is, pretty much millionaire savings plans talk. So this is a stat that I looked up, like I said, from a live stream a couple days, and it was mind blowing information. I learn stuff every day. When you stop learning, you start dying, because you're supposed to learn something every day. So this is gonna be very short, very brief, but I'm gonna talk about why you should be married from a financial perspective, from a future millionaire perspective. Okay. uh if you have not bought the millionaire savings plan, it's available on Amazon.com. Also, you can go to brokegeniuses.com. If you go to my website and buy the book, you'll get an autographed copy from me, and I'll ship it out to you directly via paperback. Okay. Very good book. Okay. Very, very good book. That book is that's my personal Bible. That's my personal financial Bible. That is what I use to navigate this capitalistic world. To keep me grounded. That is the perspective that I'm going to be talking about today, as far as why I'm pro marriage. I was pro marriage well before. I pretty much, while I started this channel, I actually was married. It wasn't necessarily. I'm not. Let me just say, don't just run out and just go marry anybody. um you definitely have to do your due diligence. You definitely have to make your choice, make a wise choice. How I look at marriage is a financial, basically a business decision, a business deal. That is how I look at marriage. You don't want to go into business with anybody, right? So that's kind of how you have to look at it. I mean, I have tons of conversations that I've talked about recently about, kind of how I filter women as far as things is concerned. So I'm not necessarily going to drill down in that. I mean, basically, obviously, you want to choose, someone that is decent, someone is, you can make a good business decision with. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. What's going on, my man? Appreciate it. So yeah, so why am I pro marriage? First of all, why am I pro marriage? Well, one, I will say I came up from a family that is pro marriage. Most of my family on both sides, my father and my mother, is definitely, of the marriage type. My mother, kind of pretty much kind of black Christian, um, demographic. Most of my family, that's what I was, grew up and I saw. Even on my father's side, being primarily Islamic background, kind of Hausa tradition, tribal traditions. Marriage is like you got to get married. In order to, have sex. A lot of people don't understand as far as how Islam works. In order to even engage in sexual intercourse, you are supposed to be married. So very very strict conservative religion. So it's like a lot of people they've already they marry before they get into their adulthood. So it's changed a little bit. Things are a little different, but the thing is that it's still the same traditions. But I'll say that's a personal reason why I'm pro marriage. But even outside of personal, financially speaking, um, you should get with someone to partner up with because it makes sense financially. Um, as far as how this system works, this capitalistic system works, uh, a lot of things are written into the tax code, the U.S. tax code. It favors people that are married. Okay, that's just one thing. You didn't if you didn't already know that the tax code is favors people that are married. Obviously, there's uh things that don't benefit married people, such as child support, divorce, those situations. Yeah, that's very very detrimental to men. I'll say that I'm not gonna like I said, I'm this is not something that you just want to jump into. You definitely want to make sure you have some type of like counsel, and then you look at this like a business decision. If you're choosing or if you're thinking about getting married, you might want to do your due diligence just like you would if you conducting some business. It's a business transaction. Now here's another thing, right? Here's another thing that you might want to consider. um I am definitely even pro don't get the government involved type of marriage, where you just go have some type of private ceremony or public ceremony. You get married, you don't file any paperwork. You have some type of agreement that you have on paper with each other, whatever. Now you might not get the benefits as far as, like I say, the tax code and the basically a lot of property rights and stuff like that favors married individuals. You might not get that, but um at least maybe one thing I'll say is that it favors you in a sense where, let's say you do that and the marriage dissolves relatively quickly within like less than a couple years. Well, you kind of dodged the bullet because technically you're not married. You don't have to go through all of the divorce, proceedings and all of that type of stuff if you don't have kids. That makes it even easier. Um, and it's kind of like you got the preliminary stuff out the way. You did actually get married, but legally you didn't get married. So I am kind of like on that side of things as well. Now, just in let's just say for all things in perspective, if you did cross your T's and dot your I's, um, you got to look at this is what I want to say before I'm definitely going to show a few videos of kind of like some things and it's kind of like what people are steered towards. People, a lot of things, what you got to understand, and I keep saying this, right? People are steered and influenced to do certain things. And those influences, cover people on social media trying to influence people, as well as even TV and media, and also the movie industry. They try to steer you a certain way. Okay, what's going on in the black community, right? Okay, marriage is, pretty much a dumpster fire. Interrelationships with men and women in the black community, what is a dumpster fire, right? Most households now, it's more common what to be a single mother. Okay, that is pretty much what's going on in America. There's a lot of women that are just kind of just having um their children, and you know they're not married. Okay, so you gotta ask yourself this, right? You gotta, I'm a chess player, and then I suggest everyone to learn how to play chess. And one of the things that you understand is that in war, why is things a certain way? Okay, why is the marriage statistics the way they are? I can tell you firsthand that in 2023, especially in the black community as well, marriage, the concept of marriage, or even the actuality of marriage, is become a bougie concept. A successful marriage at this point in time, 2023, is a bougie concept. It is an upper class concept now. Now, I don't know if that's always been the case. I don't know. I don't think so. But now I would tell you firsthand that the concept of marriage is actually at this present time a bougie concept. It's a concept that primarily the elites are primarily married, and that's and then you got to ask yourself, why are the elites quote unquote married, or they're partnered, and as far as they're married, and the who's struggling in society. Okay, why are the poor people not married, or having issues with marriage, or they're not pro marriage, right? Okay, why is that? You got to ask yourself, why is people steering people towards not being married, and you got to see what you got to follow the money, follow the resources of why that is. And one of the things that I noticed, just kind of looking at it from the outside looking in, You gotta understand that these people, the powers that be, okay, they want you to struggle. They don't want you to be rich. Because if it was so easy to be rich, everybody would be rich, right? So it's complicated and very you know you have to take certain steps and start certain moves and live a certain way in order to be rich, right? And one of the aspects of being rich is that you have to kind of I'm be honest with you, damn near have to be married. What if I told you in order to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire or better, you damn near have to be married? Would that surprise you? Would that be something that I mean, this dude is, man, he's off his rockers. This dude is bananas. But I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna drop some statistics on you that is going to kind of blow your mind a little bit. And you can add this to your toolkit and you can do with it as you want to do. But I'm gonna show you something of why, when it comes to being a future millionaire, why you want to be pro marriage, and damn near why you have to be married to be damn near a multimillionaire. I'll just say from a perspective. You said what? I got some questions here. What the best age to get married? Uh, well, as far as age, I don't think there's no age. What's going on? Seeking my creator. I don't think it's no age to get married. I don't have. It's no particular age. It's more of who you have that you want to get married to. Is who do you have as a partner that you have on your team? Does the woman listen to you? Does she understand her roles and stuff when it comes to her being a woman? Is she listening to you? Do you guys have if you have a plan, will you have issues with her following your plan? I'm not saying that a woman doesn't have an input or in decision making, but will she follow that plan? Will she give you problems and issues? Does she want you to follow her lead and stuff like that? You know, that those are more of the intangibles that I would say has something a role to play in a scenario rather than um, what age. Some people get married young and they mess up a marriage. They have somebody good. Some people are old and they do the same thing. Some people they find a good thing and then they stay married. I mean it's not no age per se. Um it's a lot of other tangibles that's involved with that. If you don't have any children, are you going to look for a woman that has children? Is that on the table, or are you looking for women like yourself that don't have any children? Those types of questions are more tangible than as far as what age should you get married, in my opinion, in my strong humbled opinion. um so back to the influencing or steering people to be single moms, steering people to be single and be afraid of marriage or running away from marriage. You got, like I say, you got to ask yourself, why is this? Why are people um getting steered to being single, and what's going on also? follow the money. What is actually going on in society? You know, I can tell you, you could see for yourself what's going on is, people people are getting torn out the frame. You know, people are absolutely having issues with having a place to live. You know, people are basically having issues with housing, homelessness, uh, dealing with lack of like housing resources and stuff like that. People are dealing with if they have children, women are dealing with issues with child care. They deal, getting stressed out, dealing with their children. You know, um, they're also getting stressed out, actually, even just dealing with their children. Um, so it's a lot of things involved. With having children, being single. Uh, a lot of young men are single. They're more single than um, women are. You got a lot of young men at a record rate that are virgins. You got a lot going on here. Um, this is a big simp nation. It's like people are going for the whole aspect of pay for play. People are actually are okay with the concept of like tricking on women to get them to impress them, financially and stuff like that. Say what you say here? More single men from 18 to 34. Man, it's rough. It's that aspect as well. Now here's the thing, right? Here's another play. Okay, you get you a passport, right? You get you a passport, and you don't have to worry about none of the American laws and anything like that. If you really want to get married, marry somewhere else where you don't have to be a millionaire, a billionaire, and not be, financially, drained. You know what I'm saying? Because only people that could really deal with, and a lot of even the multimillionaires, they're not able to deal with the problems of a divorce. Divorce attorneys are trained to rip, the shreds of the assets of a husband, you know, of a spouse. They are absolutely trained to absolutely take blood, the blood from the wallet of men in a divorce proceeding. Uh, so it's like, okay, the only people that have some type of shield from that is someone that's like a deca millionaire or better, because like even millionaires have lost out and have lost money in a divorce. You know, that is I know somebody personally, like my cousin's uncle. He pretty much he was a millionaire. He went through a divorce and he was no longer a millionaire. So you definitely have to be very, very careful and make sure you're making a good decision. I'm not just saying, like I say, throwing just going going out, and just, jumping up and get married. This is not what I'm saying. Um, so I just have to reiterate myself as well. This is not that type of party. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what you say here. Say, hey, don't come to my Caribbean because we now have child support. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that you should go to another country and be a deadbeat father. I mean, or a deadbeat husband. The thing about going overseas and getting married is that you basically avoid the problems financially of getting financially abused by someone that's, let's just say, a rogue spouse. Because you can have someone that just they go rogue. In business also, people, you might have a business partner that goes rogue. Next thing you know, your business is over with. Well, whatever you thought that you had a solid business partner, and then they go rogue on you. Well, that happens in marriage, and next thing you know, you getting unfairly taken for in a divorce. It happens every day. If lead attorney, he talks about this a lot. You ask any divorce attorney, they'll tell you their stories of how men, basically get financially abused by a rogue spouse. And yeah, does certain things like being a simp play a role in that? Yeah, don't definitely do not be a simp. That will help you. Not actually being a simp actually will help you in more ways than one. Because the reason why I say don't be a simp, if you not doing shit like leading with your wallet and stuff like that, and like, basically spoiling women and stuff like that with money, you can kind of avoid those types of women. Basically, here's the thing. If you could put yourself in the perspective of like this, right? One of the things about being financially successful as a man being financially successful, the fact that you are the reason why women want to be with a lot of men that are financially successful, the fact that you're already successful, they enjoy the fruits of whatever you already have. So, for example, let's say you went out, you got the Millionaire savings plan. You start making more money, you start investing. Next thing you know, you went from making $25,000 a year to now you're making $250,000 a year, $250,000 a year. You have a nice home, okay? You have a very decent car. You have tens of thousands of dollars of liquid capital saved. You have no debt. That, yeah, step 5, like that actual reality is it. Okay, that is actually something that women can enjoy. That's why dating certain types of women, when you break up with them, they want to damage your car, they want to damage your house or whatever like that, because you not actually being with them no more, they lose out on all of those creature comforts that you have. For example, you have a nice home, you have a nice car, you have they don't know how much money you have, but they know you're well to do. Okay, they can understand that without you having to spend a dime on them. They already enjoy your company because you're financially successful. They come over. They know you're financially successful when they walk in the door. They see how you live in. They see the car you drive. They're in the car you drive. Those alone are enough. It's almost like you don't have to purchase anything and spend it on a woman. And as soon as a woman asks you, okay, can you do this? Can you do it? You immediately cut her off. You immediately. I don't fall for the whole you gotta pay for this and all. No, because the fact that you're financially successful already, like I say, the what you have as far as your lifestyle is already more than what most women can enjoy on their own. Most women, let's just say, from the range of what you're talking about, let's say a 30-year-old, a 30, 38-year-old, 35-year-old, or let's just say a 25-year-old woman. A 25-year-old woman on average is living in an apartment, probably barely making it or just getting by. You are 35 years old, or let's just say you're 30 years old. You have a nice home, you have a very decent car, you're not stressed out financially. You're, comfortable, you live a comfortable lifestyle. They come over, get to the point where they coming over to your house. They see how you live versus how they live. Naturally, they're going to want to do certain things. They probably going to want to come and live over your, stay over longer. They're going to probably leave stuff at your house. Because basically your lifestyle alone is like damn near tricky on them. I mean, your refrigerator, you got a refrigerator that talks to you. It's got, stocked up with food. It's got, you can watch YouTube videos on your refrigerator. You have your lifestyle alone speaks for itself, to where you don't have to spend anything on any woman. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you could take a trip here and there, take a couple trips, once or twice a year, whatever. That's fine. But yeah, your lifestyle alone, that's why women love to get with these, quote unquote high value men, because their lifestyle is almost like them tricky. Okay. Yeah, of course. I mean, when you go out to, you want to go get takeout, if you making $150,000 a year, you're not going to go get no Burger King when you hungry. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go, if you want to go if you want to have dinner, you want to have takeout, you trying to go to the best dining options that's available in your locality. You're not going to get Wendy's a $5 biggie bag. You getting sustainable, nutritional, high quality food that's in your local area. Okay, if you know how to cook, you're gonna get high quality food to cook. So it's not, what I'm saying. That's why women go after these men. You don't have to be tricking on the woman. Your actual lifestyle speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Your reality, your financial reality of how you live your life is enough to where women already know, yeah, you got it. You could be they'll call you stingy or whatever, or they'll know you stingy, um but they'll respect you in the sense that you're not about to just give them any money or trick on them. They you understand that you're the prize. If they want to get with you, they know they have to bow down to you. You are the king. Okay. And if they want to live in your castle, they have to follow your lead. They have to listen to you. See, those are the tangibles to where a lot of men miss. A lot of young men miss. A lot of young men, they did not tell. This is the type of live stream that somebody would do on a Patreon. Because it's like a lot of men, they don't know this. They miss this because their uncle didn't tell them, their father didn't tell them, or maybe their father wasn't around. Those are the things you gotta kind of look at, rather than like I say, your age, or what time you should get married and how you should get married and all that type of stuff. Does this woman follow your lead? Does she listen to you? Does here's $1 million worth of game. This is a bomb drop moment for you. Okay, and this is not something new, but a lot of times people forget this. If you really want to know what a woman actually is, how she's going to be, and if you want to uncover her mask or her act that she's putting on and see who really this woman is, go and talk to her mother or meet her mother. However her mother is, that is how she's going to be for the most part at her core. So if a woman is her mother is a single mom, she gets into it with men, she cusses out men, and she likes to cuss out men and fight men. Most likely your woman or girlfriend that that's her mother, that's how she's going to be with you. She might be putting on some type of act, some type of show. You're trying to win the Academy Award of the Year by trying to pretend like she's somebody else. But at her core, that's what she saw. A lot of times, men and both women, they mimic their mother. Men mimic their father, and it damn near you would have to do high level therapy, high level divine intervention to lead you into a different direction of not trying to be what you saw in your household. I'm gonna take a break. I got something on the stove I got to turn off. I'll be right back. So yeah, that being said, yeah, that's a lot of what you got to look at when pre-screening someone that taking serious towards marriage. It's a lot of things that are involved with that, but definitely when it comes to why a lot of these marriages end in divorce. So a lot of times you got to understand that you got a lot of women that they're spoiled women, and these men, they spoil these women, and they basically operate like simps all the way to the altar. And then when the guy stops spoiling the woman, she doesn't necessarily know how to respond to that. So she wants to take things to a ultimate level of where she, files divorce prematurely. A lot of time it doesn't matter. These women, a lot of times after the fact that they do this, they regret it. If all you got to do is ask a woman that's had a divorce, do you regret that divorce? A lot of women will tell you, yeah, I regret that I divorced this man. I thought the grass was greener on the other side. I thought men were going to basically be at my beck and call after the divorce. I thought I was just going to get all the men out that, I wanted. And all I did was just get it left with a wet back full of cum from different guys. And, no one took me serious. I just basically played myself like a fool. And I got nothing in return. My ex-husband moved on. He eventually got married, and he's living a good life. And I'm just basically playing with my toys. So I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. That's what a lot of them do. They make premature decisions, and they'll take an argument and then take it into a divorce attorney's office the next day. And the divorce attorney is a salesman. He's a businessman. A good businessman, he knows how to close. So they go into a divorce attorney's office that, attorney is a lawyer. A lawyer is trained in the art of psychology, definitely business. You have to sell people things. You have to convince people. They're taught to be coercive, or the art of coercion, because they got to convince a jury and stuff like that. So you think you going into a divorce attorney's office and they're not gonna sell you, even if if it's like you're thinking about divorcing your husband. Man, a good divorce attorney, by the time you get out the office, you've already signed a divorce, some type of contract with the lawyer to basically start the divorce proceedings within a week or two. Because like I say, you go talk to a divorce attorney, they're gonna convince you to, because they got to make money. That's how they pay for their Lamborghini car note and that mansion, the mortgage on that mansion. They pay for that with divorce proceedings, basically winning divorce cases. I mean, that's how they make their money. So they go in the office after their shift at work or during lunch, and they didn't necessarily wasn't 100% on getting the divorce. They got convinced by their divorce attorney to file divorce, because a lot of times women are terrible negotiators, as well as very easily convincible to be convinced into doing something. Divorce attorney, a divorce attorney is very good at convincing people. I mean, a lot of people don't think about that. Like, these women go talk to these divorce attorneys, and they might not even want to get a divorce, and they're dealing with someone that's a shark, and that's how they get their paper. That's how they get their money, by filing divorce cases. The woman might be, let's just say 20% she wanted to get a divorce. After she leave that divorce attorney's office, she's 100%. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You married a weak woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I cut my hair. I cut my hair a couple days ago. I'll probably grow it out again. I'll probably grow it out. Pretty much grow it out again. But yeah, that's something that a lot of people probably don't think about, how the fact that a lot of these women are easily being convinced to file divorce, by divorce attorneys, but that's a weak woman. You married a weak woman, you know what I'm saying? The end of the day. But that being said, you know, I just wanna, say again that a lot of times these women are being convinced that marriage is something that you shouldn't do. These men ain't shit. All of that has it's a reason behind that. It's a reason why that's being pushed. That narrative is being pushed because the opposite of marriage, as far as what I can see, is poverty. It's obviously being single, and we know about what the outcome of being a single parent is, being a single mom, because most of the times a high percentage of custody that the children are up under is the mom. So most of the children are being raised by single moms. So you have the outcomes of that is violence in a community, high dropout rates, high prison rates, high poverty rates. So you got to ask yourself, this is why this is obviously being pushed. This narrative is being narrative is being pushed so these people can continuously lose. So you can be a loser. All you got to do is convince a mass population of people to be a loser, and then there you go. Everybody else will win, and then these people will be losers. That's all you got to understand. And once you get it, you realize, oh, that's why. Because all you got to do is look at it like this. You got to look at things like this. What is the reason why this narrative is being pushed? And then you once you realize, you sit back and you realize it's being pushed, and you just look at the tangibles behind it. Okay. And then always look at what the rich people are doing, or the elites. Look at what they're doing as far as the actions that they're doing, not saying, but what they're doing. And what they're doing is getting, they're married, they're having children, you know what I'm saying? They're having families. They're going to marriages and not going to, they're going to more marriages than funerals. And then look at what poor people are doing. Poor people are not getting married, complaining about marriage. And then, look at who's not wanting to get married. You know what I'm saying? Also, what's going on, what's going on, Cartel? All you got to do is look at, like I said, what the rich people are doing. The rich people are married up. They flying to Paris to get married. They going to Martha's Vineyard for the weekend for a marriage, a wedding. And then, okay, look at what these people are doing. Go drive around the hood. Like I say, I went to I did the last live stream I did. I was looking at why Mississippi was having a high homelessness rate. And one of the things that I pinpointed when I looked at the demographics, because I couldn't explain this, I just looked at Jackson, Mississippi, and I looked at why. Okay, Jackson, Mississippi has basically a 70% unmarried population. So 70% of the population of Jackson, Mississippi is unmarried. Okay, basically very simple. You gotta look at shit very simple. Like you got autism, like you autistic. Okay, that means being unmarried is close to, like I said, poverty, homelessness, uh, uh, you know, violence, crime. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta it literally is just that goddamn simple. So I mean that is something that I look at, like I say. But here's the thing. I'm not gonna bore you anymore. This is what I found out to why, as far as, like I said, you damn near have to be in order to be a millionaire, you you have to be married. So basically, I just did a simple Google search. I put in percentage of billionaires that are married. Now, I already noticed from reading the book, The Millionaire Next Door, they've already kind of, went into that. But I didn't know it was like that. I mean, that book is kind of old at this point. But this is pretty much where it was like, a bomb drop moment for me, to where, like I say, I mean, I just so happened to just Google this. Like I said, I was on Alonzo panel. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Alonzo. It's in the chat here. I just so happened to, like I said, the conversation came up, and I just Googled it. I was like, okay, because I don't know. I always try to research things. So here you go. 2019, 71% of all millionaires were married. Okay, this is a stat right here that blew my mind. So I mean, love, it ain't about no love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely it's definitely financially related, man. It's financially related. Oh, you say you from Jackson, Dave Tao? So the reason why I say Jackson, Mississippi was that under the homelessness rates in America, Mississippi was number 2 on that list, behind California. Now, I don't know that many cities in Mississippi. Now, I know Itabena, that's where my grandfather from. And I know Greenwood, which is next to Itabena. I don't really know that many cities in Mississippi, so I know Jackson is pretty popular, so that's where I looked into. But that's what they were saying, that the homeless rates in Mississippi is like number 2. I don't really hear nobody talking about that. I mean, so I looked into it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much what I saw. Oh, you say he went to undergrad in Mississippi. What school in Mississippi? I'm kind of curious. Now, I heard down south they don't treat people that's from the north really well. They consider them they call them Yankees. Because they still on that Civil War tip, you know. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty much, this is what, this is what I found out right here. There you go. So, if you wanna, if you damn near, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to get somebody that is willing to roll up the sleeves. Y'all go on a millionaire savings plan together and make this thing happen. I'm just the messenger, my brother. I'm I'm just the messenger. You know what I'm saying? This is a actual stat right here. You know, so you can tell your favorite content creator, you know, that is, um, this is why you're pro marriage, okay? Most of the millionaires are married, sir, ma'am. And you can ask them this: are you a millionaire? Are you a millionaire, my brother? No? Okay, well, you might want to get married too, bro. That's all I'm saying. Watch what the rich are doing. Okay. Follow the rich, follow the money. I was told to follow the money. What's going on, Iori? The money is getting married. They're combining forces. They're combining families. They're getting married. That's what the rich are doing. Okay. That's what the money is doing. That's what I was trying to find a video, some video where, it's kind of the reverse of this video here, but it was basically somebody saying, kind of pushing the narrative that, they were showing this ring. It's like, kind of like it's something that you should, it's kind of like they was doing like the Lord of the Rings, and they was like, she was putting on the ring. They were putting on the ring, and then she was like scared. But this is like the happy feely version of it. But then it's a version of it where she was putting on the ring, and all of a sudden she was cleaning the house, and the baby poop and all of that type of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, that is a role. Like, it's a messy side of life, and it's the clean side of life. So yeah, she was just trying, she was coming behind that other video or whatever, and talking about, the good side of it. So I mean, yeah, this this is the reason for the season. This is why I did this. Is literally it. That's why I did this live stream. You know what I'm saying? 70% of all millionaires are married. Hey, I'm just a messenger. Don't rip my head off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, like, it is what it is. Now I've already kind of leaded to this. Like I said, I still got to do my A grade neighborhood video as far as A grade neighborhoods. I did B grade neighborhoods, about 58% of about 60% of people that live in a B neighborhood. Just in case if you don't know what a B neighborhood is, it's basically an upper middle class community. About 60% of people living in a upper middle class community is married. You know what I'm saying? You got okay, in the Chicagoland area, upper middle class community, you gonna pay like $500,000 to $1 million for a property. A B grade neighborhood in Virginia might start off at $1 million, $800,000 on up to $2 million or so. You gotta have a support system to be able to deal with that. You gotta think about it, man. You might pay the mortgage. You might need your wife to buy the groceries, cook them, take care of the kids, be your private secretary for your the family business or something like that. All kind of, just to help you out. What I'm saying? This shit is, you gotta have a team out here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, this is the reason, man. I came on here. If you want to talk about it, if you got some, you don't agree with it, you know what I'm saying? You got, something to say in the contrary, or you do agree with it, the link is right there. I got some time today. You know, you know what I'm saying? The link is right there. Uh, let me go. I'll be right back. You know, let me post my book. Definitely check that out. That's on Amazon, also on brokegeniuses.com. I'll be right back. Oh, all right. Let's see. I'm back here. So yeah. I could take things further. Let's talk about you know, just let's just cross verify this, right? So let's see here. Um, you know, I could put in, I could put any city in America that, you know, has millionaires, high probability of millionaires. I could put in Greenwich, Connecticut. I could put in a town in Appalachia or something like that. You know, I mean, you know, you could see it real time, you know, about how this is actually working out. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the link is in the description. I mean, in the chat if you want to come up and talk about this. You know what I'm saying? You said vocal. You said you went to Ole Miss, Volcoville, California. Let's look that up. Volcoville. Are you talking about the rate? Like you had to deal with a lot of racism at Ole Miss? Is that primarily what it was? So let me see here. Vocalville. Let's put in city. Let's put in city data here. Vocalville. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. City data. Oh, okay. Okay. Tell you. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, this said Vacaville. Let's see here. Never heard of this city. Um, it doesn't say how many millionaires. It gives a medium household income. The medium household income is 97,000, and the average of California is 84,000. Um, you know, the medium house value is 566,000, and average in California is 648,000. But it doesn't give like the millionaire. Uh, I don't. I don't really know where you go to get millionaire statistics on towns. So like they don't. It just gives you a medium income or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times if you look at the local real estate, you can kind of see kind of what's going on. But this looks like from what the looks of it, it looks like a kind of like a more of a upper middle class type of community or whatever from the looks of it. From just looking at the demographics, it looks like kind of upper middle class or upper class. Let me just said Vallejo, California. All right, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Vacaville, California. It doesn't come up on the realtor. Let's see here. This doesn't come up for some reason. Let's see here. Yeah, this kind of just looks like a middle class type of community. That's what it looks like. I mean, I don't necessarily see nothing other than the contrary. So you say look up Vallejo, Cal. Yeah, I'll look up Vallejo. I ain't gonna be able to put up all of these, man, these cities, man. What's the reason why, tell me cities, man. Oh, you said Vallejo is low class. Okay. Let's put them Vallejo. Vallejo. Shit. Oh wow. It look kind of grimy from the pictures. Let's see here. We put in Vallejo, California. Let's check this out here. Okay. So this is like below the medium income. Okay. Poverty rates. Let's see poverty rates here. Okay. It's dangerous. Crime, a lot of crime. Got a higher unemployment than the national average. I mean, the state average. Yeah, so it looked like, kind of a lower strung economic city. Says percentage of households with unmarried partners 8.1. The whole state is 7.2. So okay. Yeah, yeah, I mean it's it is what it is, man. I mean, you can probably see that in all aspects of the country. I mean, just also E40 is from Vallejo. Huh. Yeah, it's primarily this is it says it's highly it's Hispanic population, you know what I'm saying? I would imagine, I think California is what the primarily Hispanic as far as the whole state. So yeah, I mean that there you have it. I mean, it's really, if nobody else wants to come up, man, pretty much, this is what I want to tell, to show you this is what's going on, you know you gotta get married, man, if you want to be a millionaire. Pretty much it's only like it's like less than 25% of individuals that are single that are millionaires. I mean, are you that person? Can you be a single millionaire? One of the reasons why you might not be a millionaire, because you're not married. You know what I'm saying? That could be very much the reason. You said her is from there. Okay. Yeah, I like her. Or I definitely like her mute. She on a few of my playlists. Yep. Yeah, I definitely fucks with her. Sweetie. Sawadi. Oh man. Sweetie is one of them done up chicks. She got too much plastic surgery and all that shit. I don't like all that. Like I literally did a video about Rent, and I was talking about plastic surgery for like about 30 minutes. That's how much I hate plastic surgery. I'll reach all the way from rent and homelessness to plastic surgery. That's how much I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, there you have it, man. Nothing more I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you the message, man. This is pretty much what I have to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, like I say again, check out the Millionaire Savings Plan, available on paperback as well as Kindle ebook, and also brokegeniuses.com. Appreciate you for checking me out. 70% of all millionaires are married. Okay, boom.
Message.